Hello. So recently on a few Discord servers, I have made the announcement that I will be leaving Roblox development. At least I will mostly leave most regular Roblox. I may every once in a while play TPRR here or a few other games, but yeah, mainly I'm gonna be completely leaving any sort of development on Roblox because the stupid crap they be doing nowadays. So I'm gonna play a few games, a few of my games, a few of other people's games. Just only I will be finishing a update on or a overhaul, as I've announced on a Discord server, that I will be finishing TFIR. Like, I will leave, then come back just to finish this game. Then I'll leave again. But right before I leave, I will finish this Impost Archive, which is a mode for the Pizzeria Roleplay Archive, as it says in here. Is it not going to finish the freaking description? Hello? Guess not. Anyways, it's every version of TPR, the original Pizzeria Roleplay, in a variable of 10. So, yeah. It's not nearly as polished as the regular archive because I don't got time to polish out every single version, but it's still cool and still functions properly. I've re-uploaded a lot of stuff like you could. I spent my time doing the music and stuff. Anyways, the first game I should play is, let's start off with I guess, The Found Island Remastered. This is my Fanatic roleplay. This is the last time I updated it was Halloween. The overhaul I was making. The overhaul is making replaces these disgusting models that are based off of another person's models. I have no idea if the original The Found Island was made by Beta or Cheese, but I'm gonna suspect Cheese since it was in an archive of her game mainly. But yeah, so we made all these Fanatic models. All of them are extremely basic and inaccurate. I mean, the game's not terrible. I love this game. It has a charm to it, but it's not what I always consider good. It's okay, at least. It's playable, and you can have some fun. The overhaul would have had, like, animations and sounds for when you became the characters. But, yeah. Crap, what was I gonna say? Anyways, yeah, this game doesn't have any animations for the characters, so it's just like Cheese's roleplay. Which also I probably might as well play later in this video. This video might be 2 hours long, I don't care. I doubt it though. Anyways, we choose a character and stop walking and talking. I'll be, you know what, Billy from ADI 2.0. Also, if you don't know, if you've ever played this game and you don't know, yeah, there's my brother, and he made his interpretation of a character concept I had. He made named Mao X, and here's a tree that you can play as. Also on the other side, you can get a badge by clicking on that. Well, I'll go over. I'm gonna be going over some of my thoughts when I made this game. Might as well, since I'm playing it. This office has to be the most inaccurate thing of all time. My monitor brightness was not good back then. Like, I had it set very low, so I didn't pay attention to the details in the office properly because there was too many shadows and I couldn't see it. Now my monitor is extremely bright and I could see every detail in that office. It's nighttime. Oh, we have cameras that we sold straight from TPRR. Flashlight. Goof's Cafe. What inspired a cafe dude? Yay. We can teleport to the office. This is actually the first part of Goofy I ever made, was this head. It originally was plastic, and it's on the... That's why Goof's Cafe. I just had his head finished, I didn't have his body finished yet. Don't even know what update I had in Goofy. This game was made in the most oddest way possible. We just made stuff when we felt like making it. I actually had a design process and how we were going to make stuff listed out for the overhaul. Remake. Here's the pizzeria. Pizzeria Battles, which is a game that my friend made, and I made I helped him make, technically, the second version of it. The second completely different version. Which was on my group on Discord. Or not Discord, Roblox as well. On my Roblox community, I think they're called now. Every single light is orange. Because Halloween. I can show you what it looks like normally. When I'll play the Virgin archive that I have. This place is a suicide. That's just a suicide mouse line from the old version of Suicide Mouse. He's called Mortimer in this version anyways. Just random pictures that we put on posters, and sometimes posters didn't have any pictures. We decorated every single place we didn't know how to decorate with boxes or crates. Felt right. It's one of the badges, which is a better Willy. He's a better model of Willy. That's about it. This room's fun enough. There's the Forgotten badge. We just shoved a giant pumpkin in this desk. I think it was in the original Fnatic 2020. Rubber? Okay then. Rubber piano. The elevator does work. Go to that in a second. We can go into the roof from here. Just a vent that leads all the way to the top of the building. Boom. Cool. So you can go up to the second floor, which I'm pretty sure one of my friends completely designed the second floor. He did a stellar job at putting hollowed out cylinders for this cave part. I mean, looks accurate enough. I'm not gonna hate on anybody else's thing, because every single flaw that is with everybody else's thing is persistent in everybody's builds in this game. There's an exit that leads up here. It's just bright. Like, it's definitely not that bright inside Pirate Caverns. Here's how you get to the past version of Goof's Cafe. I did that after I go explore the broken Oblitus Castle. We got a Mickey hat here. Some one-sided Campbell tomato soup. Some rooms you can't enter. TV. One room. There. There's the outside, like, deck place, which... I have nothing much to say about Oblitus Castle. As yet again, I don't think I modeled most of Oblitus Castle. I modeled this room, I think. Yeah. For the most part, I modeled, like, some of this room. I don't think I modeled this computer. I modeled, like, the main part of the room. I don't think I decorated it. I put Donald behind Donald. I don't remember how much I did of this map, but I don't think I did too much of it. I was too busy doing whatever the crap I was doing. I don't know, maybe I was decorating the pumpkins, or figuring out modeling characters for badges or stuff. Here's Mother left a star. Here's Mickey's toy shop. Toy shop, dude. Not much thought into that. Goof's Cafe. We can go into the old version. Here's the inside of this abandoned version, We can go to the past. And, click this for a badge. Thank you, nothing. Comedic geniuses that made this game. Definitely. Woo! My avatar has not changed much. It's just a photo negative noob, but now I have a mask and my crown. Alright, time to go over my thoughts for these badges. Green Goofy. Might as well turn the mascot of Goof's Cafe into a badge. That's our entire thought. DIA version 1. How about more old versions of the same game? This time it's these terrible models of Mickey, which only one of these existed in the original DIA. Better Willie. We got Fat Willie here, who has more blocks, and then we got Square Minecraft Willie here. The Forgotten One. Just the beta Forgotten One. We turned them into a classic design. There's the beta from Finati Revival 2016 to 2018. And maybe a little bit of 2020. Wait, this one was 2016 to 2018. Actually, I don't know. I don't remember. And my nerdology on the Forgotten One of all characters. Beta Hourglass comes from the earlier version of 2020. He has green shoes. Abandoned by Disney. I thought it was pretty funny how I thought it was cool that we recreated the original picture. That's how you get the badge. Show that in a second. Here's old cartoons. Plain Crazy, Cactus Kid, specifically the poster, because he doesn't look like that in the cartoon. Steamboat Willie. I mean, he doesn't have gloves. That's about the only change from regular Willy. And I mean, he has a hat, which Classic Willy did not have a hat. Classic Mickey and Classic Minnie, which look like Nightmare Fuel because these are using the Mickey with eyes as a base. And you can't just delete them. You're supposed to edit them a little bit more. Doesn't matter. This is a Fanatic roleplay. Stuff is meant to be scary. Let the show begin. It wasn't an easy game pass to make. Right out of these, we just used TPRR models, which I said were placeholders. We called them SA here. White. Then we have an entire Red Oddities map. You gotta pay like 10 Robux for this. No, nobody played my game. People only played this when a new update came out. Nobody actually cared about playing this otherwise. Maybe if it was like TPR and you could like work up to buy characters and stuff, it would be more fun to play, but I don't know. I just made it a roleplay. Now anyways, I gotta reset to get out of here. Fun. So I gotta check out the other maps. God, this video is gonna be long. But before that, imported official models. They're just official models without any animations. Because we couldn't figure out how to do that. I understand what I did wrong nowadays. Not gonna go too deep into that because nobody cares. OG concept models. So this is from the teaser, the concept art thing, made in November of 2014. Here's a whole bunch of early models for this game, plus all the older Decolor Dirt models. Decolor Dirt is one of my friend's original mods for this game. He, the same dude who designed the second floor Pirate Caverns and most of Oblitus Casa. This guy. This is just my friend. This is the guy who made, the Pizzeria Battles. I think he helped out with the models. I don't remember exactly what he helped out with. He helped me design 6.0 as well. The 1.0 map, inaccurate as crap, and 1.0 map is actually the one thing I did make in that overhaul remake thing. And it's so much better than this. Yeah. I actually went into the Blender model so I can make the rooms accurate. Some rooms are not, like this room's not meant to be this big. Coming later. I mean, they still are coming later. Yeah, there will be an outside once the remake comes out. Stay tuned. Yep, that's about it for this map. Next game. There's nothing else I could do on there. Pizzeria Roleplay Archive. Alright. So, if you don't know what the Pizzeria Roleplay is, TPRR stands for the Pizzeria Roleplay Remastered. This is the non-remastered version. Basically, the game is uncopy-locked. The original version is uncopy-locked. You can't play it anymore, but it is uncopy-locked, so you can, like, make mods of it still. And this is just a fixed version of it, where I fixed all the things and re-added a whole bunch of sounds. Here's Scenic,
Nope.
yeah, I'm not re-adding the Scenic song. Because, I think it'd get copyrighted, maybe. I don't know, you can make Sonic games, so I don't know what my thought process behind that was, but I just didn't bother. I think somebody warned me not to re-upload it, so I didn't try. Anyways, there's them two. Spider-Man, which history has been changed due to these two. His face texture and his arm texture right here being removed. Modern TPRR just completely wiped him of all his textures and rewrote history. I was thinking about doing something about his textures when I go to finish the Impost archive. Anyways, to the map. Doors work. Lights work. Flashlight works. That works. That works. I mean, you could roleplay on this game with terrible models.
This is my swamp.
There's that. Golden Freddy teleporter. Here's the cameras. There's animatronic movement. The power outage doesn't work till 10 minutes. Which I have got about 3 people were playing this. We played it for 10 minutes. 20 minutes. I don't know how we got so much entertainment out of this. We were like listening to FNAF songs and crap. Good FNAF songs. Good FNAF songs might exist. Or we might be delusional. Living Tombstone songs are good enough. Not gonna hate on them, because I couldn't do anything like that. I can't sing worth the crap. So, yeah. And most people still think the songs are good, so I think the songs are good. But then we were putting some cringe songs in there. Yeah, I don't know what to consider Living Tombstone songs. Good. There. Final verdict. They're good. Some FNAF songs are cringe nowadays because time changes. Check out a few other models. Freddy. And Moose Mask. Just be Freddy. Make me faster, Foxy. Here's FNAF 2. It's just FNAF 2. Nothing much to say about this map besides the tables weren't here in the 2014 version. I don't know when exactly this version came out. I know these models were still being used in early 2015. But this is version 100. It's using Roblox's version counting and stuff. So yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what it came out. It's fixing to be daytime. You can hear the FNAF world music I decided to put. Might as well let that play out. Have I used might as well too many times? Probably. Who cares? I can speak how I want to speak. Oh, it's daytime. This is like... I just said this is the best compared to what I was trying to get. And ended off with a Chica. Alright, to the every other freaking version. 2015 blocky mode with all the blocky morphs, and then I got a Verity scene. I just look at the morphs real quick. Ooh, look, they're cool. They're so cool. These ones are cool. Look, I'm cool now. That's enough of that. God, I should really put a back to menu. I really should have put a back to menu button. Instead of making you leave every single time. And go through all these menus. 2 menus, it's so unbearable. That's what the FNAF 2 blocky morphs are like. Pretty sure Pop Goes the Weasel can sometimes play a balloon boy noise. Seizure? Seizure inducing lights? Jump scare. That's just a random sister location sound I used for that because I couldn't upload the original sound. There's FNAF 2 cameras now. Leave. Alright. Time for FNAF 3. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on that either. Yep. FNAF 3.
Hi.
FNAF 3 building. I really should have picked a faster character. For that reason, all ambient stops when I go into the office. Ticket booth. Outside, outskirts. Lucyland morphs. Any y'all faster? Minigame pack. So you can play FNAF 1, but nasty. Because we need more FNAF 1. The music for this got removed. The sprite limbo. Alright. So that's about it for that game. Might as well check out somebody else's game now. Animatronic World Museum. I'm friends with the creator of this game. And I supplied him with some animations. And so I'm in this game. Pretty sure I'm awkwardly shoved to the corner in the new lobby. Because I don't think he's like put everybody else there. All the other credits yet. But he put me. Here I am. Yep. Knife. Axe. Wrench. So, if you want to play regular animatronic, I mean, since you can't play Animatronic World anymore, I guess you're playing this. There's Animatronic World Adventure Edition. Some lobbies, some morphs. go to 2020. My personal favorite year of animatronic world, because they had the summer update, and I love the Animal Crossing music. I have nostalgic memories of only 6 years ago. Chicago eye patch. Oh man, it doesn't make the weird noise. This game, they tried to stabilize this game, but it's not completely stable yet, but stable enough to be playable. That's good enough for me. 2020 lobby. There's no collision in the lobbies for yet again stabilization. Maybe this lobby has collision. Alright then. Fine by me. That's working on the new SO factory, alright. This is when they started working on the new SO factory. Now, where the fun actually comes in. Here. Tazra's right. Is the gasoline here? Let's see. And if so, if it is here, does it work? Okay then, don't let me shut the door. Oh, it shuts on its own, I forgot. Let's see, does this work? It does, let's go. Yep, that's all I'm showing for that game. I don't want this video to be that long. Yeah, might as well get around to this. Older versions of TPRR back to playing my games, of course. Let's see. We go to right before Island Expansion. You can see the lobby, what the modern lobby looks like, without the Halloween all over it. Oh, that was some weird collision. Yep. So basically, it's just less. It's not nothing. None of this is important. I just made this because I wanted to. I was bored, I guess. So I just made this collection of a whole bunch of old versions, just in case anybody wants to see anything old about this. Play as some phobia-looking character. Phobia face. Might call him phobia face, yep. I don't know what the phobia of eyes is. I forgot. Yep, here's all the maps without orange. It's not orange. I don't think the statue exists. Oh, the statue did exist in this particular version. Guess this is the version we added the statue. There's the beach. There's what it turning nighttime looks like. Did you even climb onto the roof? Yes, you can get onto the roof in this version. The upper part of the roof was not here. Like the even higher part. That's only there for a badge and nothing else. And also so we can add the vent that leads to pirate caverns, I guess. Menu, help me. Who? There isn't anybody here. Pretty sure you could, in an older version, you could still touch the teleporter. This uses an older version of the map, so if you were able to see past this block of this sky block, yeah, this is a block that shows you what the sky currently looks like, you would be able to see the older logo before Green Goofy was rusted. A few other versions I should show. I'm going to skip over ironic version here. Irony version. Funny version. That is only a meme between like two people. First public beta build. Here's the first ever build that the public got a taste of. There's only one game pass. One badge. Some random selection of morphs. Does the outside exist? I don't think so. Outside coming later. I always say coming later because I never know if it's coming soon. This game doesn't have the filter, so it's weird looking. I added a, like, grainy filter later. Also, doors do not exist. There's no crease there. That badge exists. That badge exists. Is there any other version I should show? I guess early version of the outside. Beta 3. Yeah, here's a lot more finished version. Still with the old lobby though. Yep, a lot more complete stack of characters. Oh, you can see the base plate and a whole bunch of work in progress characters there. It still doesn't include the logo, but I'm not just gonna search forever for one aspect of a logo. Does the statue exist yet? Yes. This is beta 2. Yeah, you're gonna have to look at beta 2 if you want no statue, old logo, still using the old texture format, which is, instead of using the built-in Roblox feature of changing it back to the old textures that Roblox had, I used a texture pack. So, like, the bricks looked weird because the, like, cement version, the cement part of the, bricks were also the color of the bricks. Looked weird. You could see it in the last version when I went into here. Anyways, yeah. Nothing of importance to show besides any of this. It's not done. Yeah. So I think I'm done with TPRR for now. This game isn't released. I'll think about showing that, but let's look through a few other things. Like, the Found Island. here's the original game that my entire roleplay is based on. 7 characters. With only 2 bases. Copied and pasted with small edits to each of them. Yay. Late nights. I love this game. This is the final version of Cheese's roleplay before it got canceled, uncanceled, taken down, re-uploaded, remastered, and that remastered version seems to be having quite slow development because beta has other things to deal with, I suppose, than stupid Roblox. So we can play the maps here. Master 1.0. I don't think this version got this map got a proper outside until a few versions near the end. Pretty sure you could just see the outside. Like the cafe was like right here. You could see the outside, but you could not exit the building. Now you can't exit the building and go all the way down here to the beach. To the beach I go as 4.0 Goofy. I forgot this was over here. Is this... Do you get a badge for this? I don't remember, since they, removed badges. In this re-upload, you could just, like, walk into the things. But all the locations where the badges are supposed to be are still there, though. I remember when people still played this. Well, it couldn't have been that long ago. It was like 3-4 years ago. When this game still got updates and people still played it. Ooh. We can go for next map. Well, I actually had this the end of Disney Game Pass because I bought it when it was the week at Castaway K Game Pass, and it costs less than 1,000 Robux. All the Game Passes in my game cost like ranging from 5 to 20. Everything's dirt cheap. Because nobody wants to spend money on my game. Pretty sure I'm just going to remove the entire concept of Game Passes in the remake. Yep, so here's 2.0. It looks like 2.0. It has an outside and always has had an outside. bathrooms. Don't think there's anything important in here. Cafe. Gift shop. Where's the tree? If you ever played this game, you got all the badges. You know exactly what tree I'm referring to. This one. Where you get this badge that nobody could find for some reason. Because nobody just had the instinct to climb up this tree. But there was a hint that said, like, tree. I'm pretty sure the hint was just like, tree. Over here is how you get into the Pirate Caverns water tank and also get a badge. Yay, I'm on full display. I can jump. Yeah, no matter how high you can jump in the water, you can't jump out the water to get back to the surface. So you would have to reset. Pretty sure I had most of these. Golden Mickey returns from Disney's Midnight version 3. Radiance map. This door is in the wrong spot. It's not behind the TV. I suppose Cheese didn't have her monitor very bright either. Yeah, so as you can see, much better than our game. Let's see. Yep. Isn't that supposed to kill me? Because if it was, it sure sucked at it. Here's Mowgli's palace, which is just big. I mean, it had this, at Walt Disney's desk, I guess. I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to be. You can go in here. Find wherever that place was. I need to. Yep, you can get the mascot P&M badge from this. Guess I'll do red oddities and blue oddities map. Then we'll move on to whatever I'm doing next. I'm pretty sure they removed the shift lock glitch, didn't they? Yeah. get out of these map. It's better than ours because it has this. I don't know if the lights. Yeah, and the lights work properly. Got shift locks, still shift locks. Yeah, there's nothing much about this map. They got the crucified Mickey. They got the cross. No Mickey, unfortunately. Unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I actually just genuinely don't know what I should say. Maybe neither. Alright. There's remastered late nights, but I don't have much to say about that. I need to get through whatever I'm gonna play. Why did I play this? Look at all these terrible games I played. Can I do a Return to the Pizzeria speedrun? Might as well add it to this, How long is this video? 53 minutes long. Return to the Pizzeria speedrun. Alright. Now, this is not meant to be any world record. This is just meant to be a speedrun. So if you don't know, this is a story game that, that's a part of the Pizzeria series. Like the Pizzeria Roleplay and the Pizzeria Obby. Yeah. That I played my re-upload of Pizzeria Roleplay earlier. doing this part because I suck at Roblox parkour. Freaking. Don't jump on top of the thing. I'm probably gonna stumble my speed run at chapter 4 because I die most of the time at chapter 4 somehow by just being careless. And now when I run where I'm attempting to be I could have swore I clicked that. Wonder how many seconds that wasted. And also going God. I need to stop sucking at speedruns. It's very easy to soft lock yourself at this part because you get the box stuck. I don't remember the code, so... Yet again, not trying to get any record. 031503. Alright. Now it's time to leave. I don't know why that makes that signal jammer noise. Like the flashlight jammer noise. Because that makes you think you failed it. But, it actually means you didn't fail it. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, chapter 4 time. The chapter I suck at. Because I'm careless when it comes to playing games that aren't the greatest, but are pretty fun. See? Look, I'm already doing stupid crap. Yes, I know hold shift to sprint. I've been doing it the whole game. That is a lot faster than I thought this was. I don't think it's supposed to be this fast. Alright. Yeah, it's definitely not supposed to be that fast. Whatever. Some stupid code update that Roblox did, probably. Alright, I think I'll move on to the last game of this video. Let's see. To random baldy games. I could do this one, but I mean, between these two, I guess I have time to do both because this one's only a lobby. Okay, this is a canceled game that I was originally I was gonna make, but unfortunately, Roblox started doing their stupid stuff, and it made me just decide I have 2 games to finish, and this is not one of them. Their animation sucked anyways. Yep, that's about it for that game. Now it's time for TPRR Delta. This is just a recreation, a unfinished recreation of a Telltale Terrors update. It's mostly finished. I made every character 10 times cheaper than they were, because 2,000, now it's 200. Yeah, you can't switch sections. Old Springtrap for FNAF 1, new Springtrap for FNAF 3. Newer. Yeah. This is a pre-revision retro Springtrap. Here's the old outside, which I used a few videos to make. Tried to get most details down, like the red up here being much less red. I think the lobby button works. It does. The more interesting maps when it comes to these two, because FNAF 1 and 2 are obviously released maps that you can just play. Like, you can make mods of. They were able to be played using because yeah, you could just make mods of these because they were one of the 2 examples of the main maps for modding TPRR. You could get the other maps in other ways. And this one doesn't have an outside, so it's just, there's nothing interesting here. But, yeah, this actually uses the, it's much easier since I'm using the newer TPR engine. This uses the newer version of FNAF 2, but removed the exit and also changes this room to look older. Just not a glitch world, though. I was gonna replace it with some, like, Delta World. because TPRR Delta. Which I think I named it that for 4 maps. Anyways, FNAF 3 uses the Teletair's FNAF 3 map, which a lot of people seem to not be able to find. It works. And, yeah. Added the vents, they work. Screen trap. Animations work, by the way, if you, are wondering. It's because some TPR mods don't fix them. Because Animation Spoofer doesn't work anymore. Pretty sure the main thing I didn't finish about this game was like character sounds. But this game's mostly finished. I just don't think it has a real purpose, since if you wait long enough, Retrofied will eventually add the FNAF 3 and 4 maps. I mean, they remade FNAF 3 completely for Retrofied, not instead of just using this map. So you can't see this map, but nobody wants to specifically play on this terrible version of FNAF 3. Also, I have no guarantee that Retrofied will be finished given on the current state of Roblox, but I'm just gonna continue assuming that it is. FNAF 4 time. Which is a little bit harder to the FNAF 4 map's a little bit harder to find, but still not exactly hard, because this one's actually been released. I'm pretty sure FNAF 3 was stolen. Sorry, TPRR. If you didn't want that map stolen. But, yeah. This actually uses the newer version of Jacobon. There's characters that had very small changes in between Tele2 Terrors and newer updates. And also even before Tele2 Terrors. I didn't even bother with those. I think I was gonna bother with those, but I gave up on this game because it's not really purposeful. I might finish this. I'll decide when I come back to finish TFIR in the unknown future. Failsafe sometimes depending on, like, I don't know, your Roblox character or something, you would spawn here, but when you became a morph, you would spawn here instead of their spawn location. So I have a failsafe that teleports you back up instead of, like, doing some code and fixing it. I took the lazy route. I don't even know if I knew how to code that. I haven't looked too deep into the code, so I don't even think I tried. I just looked into the code of the parts that I needed to change to make the simplest of things, instead of fixing whatever is going wrong there. Yeah, alright. So, that's about it. I've gone over everything I wanted to go over in this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. This is probably gonna be my last Roblox related video. Unless I make like a trailer for TPRR remake. And I'm leaving Roblox, as I said. Which I probably should have done a lot earlier, because the brain rot that's all over Roblox nowadays. But anyways, goodbye. Um, it's been fun going over these games. See you later.